The Galactic Peace Summit on Zarthion 5 was meant to be uneventful, routine negotiations, forced smiles, and the occasional passive-aggressive treaty amendment. The air was sterile, the security was tight, and every species present wore the usual masks of civility. Everyone, that is, except the humans. They walked in late. Not fashionably late. Not strategically late. Predator late. Like wolves entering a room full of sheep who haven't yet realized what's among them. Ambassador Clara Voss led the Terran delegation. Clad in the ceremonial charcoal black of Earth's diplomatic corps, she bore no visible weapons, no translator gear, and no entourage of guards. Just her. For other humans, and expressions that ranged from disinterested to slightly amused. As if they'd wandered into a game whose rules they had already mastered. High Chancellor Verkai of the Krither Dominion barely hid his irritation. "Ambassador Voss," he hissed, his mandibles clacking. "You're late. Again." Clara smiled, not wide, just enough. "We arrived precisely when we meant to, Chancellor." The room stiffened. The Garuan negotiators clicked nervously in their mucus-lined shells. The Sylvani emissary blinked all four eyes. No one interrupted a Krither on protocol, especially not on their own turf. But humans? They acted like protocol was a loose suggestion, not sacred law. The talks began. They dragged on for hours. A tangle of galactic trade routes, security alliances, and accusations of resource hoarding. Clara listened patiently. Occasionally, she would whisper to one of her aides or sip the oddly clear liquid from her steel thermos. It was a calm, composed performance until Verkai overstepped. "The humans have contributed nothing but conflict," he snapped. "First contact disasters, biotoxin contamination, and planetary destabilization. You're not diplomats. You're just weaponized primates with a flag." There was silence. Then Clara stood. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't move toward him. She simply placed her thermos down on the table, unscrewed the cap with measured ease, and said, "Do you know why humans are unarmed in every diplomatic summit?" Confusion rippled through the chamber. Clara continued, "It's because if we carry weapons, we might actually use them." Smiles meant submission, and that our patience was permission. "But the truth is," she paused, "we're just holding back." A silence heavier than vacuum settled on the room. Then the door opened. 2 human Marines entered, silently, casually. Unarmed, yet impossibly alert. They didn't look threatening. They looked ready. Verkai's mandibles twitched. Clara turned toward him. "You called us predators. You're right, but you made one mistake." He tilted his head, slowly. "And what's that?" Clara leaned in slightly. Her voice dropped to a whisper. "Predators don't threaten. They just wait for the right time." And then, with chilling casualness, she took her seat again. The display shut off. The aides said nothing. The Marines stood still, statues in human skin. The Galactic Peace Summit resumed. But now it was different. Nobody challenged the humans again. Every proposal they made passed without resistance. Every demand was quietly approved. Every smile from Clara was now read not as warmth, but as warning. The galaxy didn't understand what humanity was for a long time. They saw diplomats, explorers, scientists. But that day they recognized what Earth had truly sent. Not envoys, apex predators, wearing suits, waiting,